This phone is seriously impressive. It even comes with official support for Steam games. The first moment I picked up the Realme Neo 8, I honestly felt a little proud. As part of the Neo lineup, I'd give its design a perfect score because it fits my personal taste exactly. But after spending some real time with it, I realized this device isn't just about good looks. There's a lot happening under the hood too. So what really makes the Neo 8 stand out? A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. My unit is the white version, featuring a clean white base paired with a transparent rear panel. Unlike earlier models that openly show off internal parts, this one uses a lightly textured finish instead. You can still see hints of the internal layout, like where the NFC antenna sits, but this softer, nothing-style transparency feels much more refined than fully exposing components. The signature awakening halo lighting has returned as well. Around the NFC area, multiple scene modes light up for calls, notifications, and more. And honestly, it looks awesome when it's glowing. Another big win for me is the build materials. You get a glass back, glass around the edges, and a metal frame, which gives the phone a really premium feel in hand. That glossy glass also reflects light beautifully, making the transparent design look even more crystal-like and eye-catching. Of course, I do have to be realistic. This sits in the roughly 300 pounds price range, so it's not going to match the craftsmanship of 300 to 400 pound flagship phones. For example, the camera lens mounting could definitely be tighter. Still, considering its category, the overall design and perceived quality are outstanding, easily among the best in Realme's lineup. So honestly, how do you feel about this look? Moving to the front, the quality continues. This isn't just a flat panel with oversized rounded corners. It's actually the first phone to feature a 165Hz Samsung Sky display using Samsung M14 luminous material. That alone is surprising, and the specs back it up. A 6.78-inch screen, 1.5K resolution, full brightness LEDC, a blazing fast 165Hz refresh rate, up to 1000 nits manually, and a peak brightness of 1800 nits. Even though it's a Samsung panel, the viewing angles are excellent. Thanks to the super high brightness, outdoor visibility is never an issue, and watching videos feels noticeably brighter and more immersive. Compared with higher-priced competitors, Realme's screen game over the past couple of years has been incredibly solid and stress-free. Performance is just as strong. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 paired with LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.1 storage delivers exactly what you'd expect from a top-tier setup. In real-world testing at a room temperature of 25 degrees Celsius, after 30 minutes of continuous 144Hz gameplay, the frame rate stayed remarkably stable. The highest body temperature barely crossed 41 degrees Celsius, which is impressive considering how demanding this is. After 30 minutes of Genshin Impact, the average frame rate landed at 59.5, with excellent thermal control once again, hovering just over 41 degrees Celsius. And if you feel like the Neo 8 isn't pushing hard enough, there's a newly upgraded Geek Performance Panel waiting for you. You can manually raise the temperature limits, adjust performance scheduling, and push CPU and GPU frequencies to their maximum. Having that level of control feels amazing and lets you squeeze every drop of power from the device. Plus, with that 165Hz refresh rate, FPS mobile games gain a real edge. Everything feels smoother, faster, and more responsive. Overall, this phone doesn't just look cool, it truly performs like a beast. Image-popular titles like Delta Force and Call of Duty now support 165Hz on this device, and when you're playing Call of Duty, it holds that full frame rate steadily while keeping temperatures impressively low. That 165Hz refresh rate really makes a difference. Everything feels ultra smooth, and paired with the Neo 8's TouchSync technology, the controls feel more responsive and comfortable during long gaming sessions. But here's something I genuinely didn't expect. The Realme Neo 8 comes with a custom PC gaming app. You can sign into your Steam account and jump straight into your game library. Seeing your entire Steam collection laid out on your phone screen is honestly such a cool moment. Right now, around 50 games are officially optimized to run perfectly. Classic titles like Tomb Raider are included. The app automatically configures the virtual machine and required plugins, so officially supported games launch smoothly without extra hassle. What's surprising is that even at default high settings, performance stays around 30 frames per second. Considering this is running on a phone, that's seriously impressive. And it doesn't stop there. Some unverified games can run too. For example, Moonlit Night works directly, which is pretty amazing. That said, not everything is effortless. Certain games need extra steps to launch. Take Far Cry, for example. It requires redirection, which can feel a bit inconvenient. One small improvement I'd love to see is the ability to adjust the virtual machine's resolution. That would make the experience even more immersive and closer to native PC gameplay. Now let's talk battery life. The Neo 8 packs a massive 8,000 mAh battery. Even with a built-in heatsink, it still maintains 75% capacity in testing, which is an excellent outcome. Samsung displays are known for relatively efficient power consumption, and that definitely helps here. Charging is handled by 80-watt fast charging, taking about 75 minutes to go from 1% to 100%. For a battery this big, that's more than reasonable and ensures you can get back to gaming quickly. As for cameras, while this isn't primarily marketed as a photography phone, the Realme Neo 8 surprises again. It features a triple camera setup, including a 1.56-inch main sensor and a 3.5x periscope telephoto lens. At this price, you might not expect strong imaging performance, but the overall results are genuinely solid. It likely uses the JN5 sensor, and the telephoto lens adds real versatility when zooming in for better framing and detail. Here's a useful trick. Try using the telephoto lens with the document recognition feature when capturing something like a Hakka PPT or other documents. Not only does it automatically correct perspective, but AI processing enhances text clarity and sharpness. It's a small detail, but makes a noticeable difference. So honestly, if the Realme Neo 8 lands around the 300-pound mark, or even slightly above, it's an incredibly compelling package. From the design and display to performance, battery life, and camera capabilities, everything feels well above expectations for this price range. The extras are just as impressive. You get an X-axis motor, dual light sensors, an infrared sensor, an ultra-fast fingerprint scanner, and full-level water resistance. It's a very complete setup, and at this price, having a domestically produced version adds even more appeal. At the end of the day, this phone feels like a true powerhouse. Realme has delivered surprises before, but with the Neo 8, I genuinely didn't expect it to be this feature-packed. By the time you're watching this, you already know the official pricing. So tell me, isn't the Neo 8 an amazing value? That's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.